Hello Ratbags, it's Jade Plays Games. Welcome to another Vigor news video. Today we're going to be discussing the extension of Vigor, opening it up to a bunch more people to be able to play this fantastic brand new experience from Bohemia. And they've got a big announcement coming next week, which I am sure is going to reveal how much the starter and founder packs are. I'm going to be going over a bunch of information you might want to know about Vigor as well, just in case you've missed out on anything. And what does the future hold for Vigor? What do they tend to implement? What are they going to be doing? So Vigor has been available just over a week or so now, and it's proving to be pretty popular. I'm really enjoying it. It's definitely got some work in progress, but it is an early access game. So before anyone goes ragging on it, just remember that it's the very start of an early access transition. But I am really enjoying the game. I think it's got a lot of potential and I can't wait to see it getting developed even more. I've been catching the live streams that they've been doing every single week. They announced yesterday there was a brand new map and the map is in play. The Fisk factory is available now and you can actually go play it. It's in bin rotation. Remember, the maps do go in rotation, so some days you may find that you can't play the same map. It will be on rotation on another day. So already we've got access to 6 maps in just the closed beta version. Well, that closed beta has pretty much been open to a lot more people. If you're on the Xboxer Insider program, you will now be able to play Vigor. You don't need a beta code for it. You don't need a closed behind doors code sent to your email. You just simply make sure you are part of the Xbox Insider program and you should be able to download Vigor. In celebration of that, they have opened it up and extended it more. It's going to be available to the 25th of July now, so a few days more than originally planned. The closed behind doors beta was only meant to be for 2 weeks. The dev team have been live streaming every single Wednesday, so if you want to catch up on all the information and see stuff that's happening first, make sure you're tuning in. They did show off the brand new map yesterday, like I said, and it looks pretty cool. It's more of this type of vibe that you've got on your base surroundings. It's not another snowy map. It's definitely got more woodlands, and it's got a lot of hills in it as well. So as I said, it is in rotation. You can go and try that out now if it's there available. In yesterday's one, they mentioned the fact they've got a big announcement for next Wednesday. Obviously, that's when they're going to be doing their next live stream, and I really do think they're going to be announcing how much the Founders Packs are going to be. If you don't know, the Founders Packs are basically an early way to play the game. It's going to be free to play in 2019. In fact, they've got a release date of February 2019. But the free-to-play aspect will be only free-to-play when it comes out of early access. Until then, the only way to play it is if you're playing the closed behind doors beta, which is open now to all Insider Xbox people, or if you buy the Founders Pack, which is going to be coming very soon. Now, they haven't actually given a release date just yet, and I think that's what next Wednesday is going to be about as well. We'll get a release date of when you can actually purchase the Founders Pack to gain access to Vigor for the next 4 months. As of right now, the closed behind doors beta access doesn't give you the Founders Pack. It's only for the next few weeks that you get access to the game. You will have to buy it. Now, they haven't actually given a release date, but that's what's going to be coming next Wednesday, I do believe, when we'll find out exactly what's going to happen with the early access period. So once this closed beta is finished on the 25th, it is looking increasingly likely. I really do think on the 25th they're going to open it up to everyone, and that's when they're going to launch it. But we don't know for a definite. We will at least get some big information about that next Wednesday. So I'll be here on that Wednesday to tell you guys everything you need to know about what to expect when it launches on the Founders Pack Early Access program. Remember, it is only an Xbox One exclusive. They have no plans to come to PS4 or Steam. I pretty much stalked them last night. I was the first person to comment on the live stream as it launched, and I was there for the majority of it, asking them questions. They did announce that they were going to be thinking of adding scopes to the game. That is something that they're going to be working on in the future. Cool, I love the world of Vigor. It's so filled with detail. There's so much going on. It really does feel like you're in a proper map rather than just an empty big box. I asked them a bunch of questions or spoke to them about things they could maybe do or suggestions. Now bear in mind, these are only suggestions. They didn't say it's 100% coming. The only thing we do know is that they are working on some way to get multiplayer into the game, but that's not going to be in the next few weeks. It might not even be in the next few months. Somewhere down the early access line, they will be adding some form of duos or squads to the game. But right now, their core focus is just single player. But I did ask them, it'd be pretty cool if when they do implement something like duos, they could maybe start the players across the map rather than together. I think that would make the game a bit more interesting and a bit more difficult. I asked about the snow maps, saying it was very easy to spot people on the snow maps. Could they come up with some snow camouflage? However, they didn't want to introduce particular cosmetic items that may give players an advantage. And then that sparks a discussion that the people do have an advantage already playing on like the rainy map where dark colours stop you from being seen as opposed to bright ones. So it is interesting. I definitely think they've got scope to do that or try and fix it a little bit so that players aren't so easy to spot. However, the devs did say and answered me back saying that is kind of the point. When you're playing on that kind of map, it is the idea that you can see players easier. That's what makes the game challenging and different. So I kind of took that on board and thought, yeah, I agree. They have been responding to feedback, they have been adjusting the aim and making sure they're trying to get as tight as possible, but again, it's still very early days. If you're like me and you mucked around with the settings, the aiming settings, they are coming up with a solution for that where it can reset. Currently, if you muck around with the settings, some people are saying it doesn't save, other people like me, you can't put it back to normal. So if you change something too much and you just want to get back to the default settings, you can't actually do that at the moment, there's no button for that. But the devs did say they're working on it right now and it is something they're going to be adding obviously soon. So I told you guys they're thinking of adding attachments to the game. Well, it won't be attachments strictly, it will be just guns that have scopes on them properly. So it may not be a case of simply going ahead and putting a scope onto whatever gun you want. It will be a case of just finding a gun that may have a particular scope on it, but there may be different scopes attached to them guns. Currently right now a lot of players were a bit upset by knives. Apparently knives were a bit OP, anyone could run at you and you'd have a very hard time taking someone down. Well, they have nerfed the actual damage of that a little bit. Another question that may be answered for some is, will it have first person servers? Well, it's looking likely not. According to one of the moderators, it's all about the third person gameplay. Proximity chat is a thing and it may be coming in the future, but it won't be their priority just yet, it will be at some point down the road. I quite like the idea of proximity chat. It does add a little bit more of a layer to the gameplay, making sure that you can speak to people, bait them out a little bit, or even agree not to kill each other. The devs also spoke about the fact that they may possibly add unique outfits. It's not a guarantee yet though, they're still deciding, but you might be able to find a specific bonus set of cosmetic items to wear in the actual game while you're playing it and you'll be able to keep them. I can't see that being a long-term possibility. They obviously want to make money as it's a free-to-play game, so if they have cosmetics in the game like that, it kind of stops people from buying stuff. As we've seen from Battlegrounds and other games, they've kind of removed lots of the cosmetic items that you can wear in the game. You only have to buy them from loot crates now, or you buy them directly if you want to change your appearance, other than getting like a basic set that you start with. It also means that there's just the map is filled with kind of useless items that maybe take up a bit of memory and make the game run a little bit slower. So, if you're looking forward to Vigor, even more information, make sure you've got my notifications turned on. As the game progresses, I'm going to be doing more detailed and advanced gameplay tutorials. There's not much in it at the moment, and I don't really want to go too mad on lots of tips or how to aim and how to do things, as they're changing it quite realistically every few days. But certainly as the game progresses and we open up more strategies, I'm going to talk to you guys about how to win and what are the best practices. And of course, I am going to keep you guys up to date. I really want to follow this game and see how well they get on and see what happens with the development of it. So if you've not already, go and catch up on all my Vigor videos that I've been putting up with news, information, live streams and victory gameplay. Make sure you got notifications turned on, and any brand new Vigor information, I'll be the first person to let you know. I am Jade Plays Games. I'll see you ratbags later.